Have you ever been sitting quietly at home when your cat suddenly stares you down and pushes a glass off the table? It feels like a calculated act of rebellion, but the truth is much more fascinating and rooted in their wild ancestry. To understand this behavior, we must first transport ourselves back to the African wild, where small cats evolved. Cats are not just cute companions. They are highly skilled, specialized hunters designed to survive in harsh environments. In the wild, survival depends entirely on gathering information about the world through every available sense. When a cat sees an object resting on a table, their predatory instincts immediately start analyzing it as potential prey. They look at a pen or a glass and instinctively wonder if it is something that might scurry away. By giving it a gentle tap with a paw, they are actually testing the object to see if it moves. This is known as a predatory strike, a low-risk way to investigate whether an item is alive or dead. If the object remains still after the tap, the cat learns that it is merely an inanimate piece of furniture. However, if the object wobbles or makes a sound, the cat becomes instantly excited and focused on the movement. This behavior is fundamentally about the cat's need to practice their hunting skills even in your living room. Domestic cats retain the exact same neurological hardware as their ancestors, even if they live in luxury apartments. Another major reason for this behavior is simple, undeniable boredom during the long hours you are away. Cats are intelligent creatures that require mental and physical stimulation to remain happy and well-adjusted individuals. If they have no toys to chase or puzzles to solve, they will create their own entertainment instead. Knocking something off a surface is a surefire way to get a reaction from the environment around them. It is also an incredibly effective way to demand your immediate attention when you are busy doing something else. Have you noticed that your cat usually performs this stunt when you are working or looking at your phone? They are clever enough to know that the sound of breaking or falling items brings you running to them. Whether you are annoyed or worried, you are giving them the one thing they wanted most: your focus. Positive attention or negative scolding. The cat often does not distinguish between the two as long as it works. They have successfully trained you to respond to their needs by simply nudging an object off the edge. Think of it as a feline version of a toddler banging a spoon on a high chair for attention. Your cat is basically performing a classic behavioral experiment on their favorite human being every single day. Beyond hunting instincts and boredom, there is also the fascinating aspect of feline spatial awareness and mapping. Cats constantly map their environment to know exactly where they are and what resources are available nearby. By moving objects, they are essentially reorganizing their space to better suit their current comfort and needs. Sometimes, an item placed on a table is seen as a visual obstruction to their clear field of view. They push it off simply because they want a clear line of sight to watch the world outside. It is their way of saying that this specific spot is meant for them, not for your belongings. The surface of a table is often the highest vantage point in a room, which makes it very valuable. In the wild, high ground is a safe place to sleep, survey territory, and avoid larger predators altogether. Your table is their perch, and they want it to be clean, empty, and ready for their next nap. The texture and sound of a falling object can also be a sensory experience for a curious cat. They enjoy the clatter of a pen hitting the floor and the way a plastic cup bounces around. It provides a brief moment of chaotic stimulation in what might otherwise be a very predictable, quiet day. Interestingly, some cats exhibit this behavior more than others due to their individual personality and playfulness levels. Highly active breeds like Bengals or Siamese are often more prone to redecorating your home by pushing items. They are constantly looking for engagement and will turn any household object into a temporary plaything. If you find this behavior frustrating, there are several ways to manage it without harming your cat's spirit. The most effective strategy is to provide more appropriate outlets for their hunting and play instincts daily. Invest in interactive toys that require the cat to stalk, jump, and pounce just like a wild hunter. Puzzle feeders are also excellent because they turn mealtime into a mental challenge rather than just mindless eating. When a cat has to work for their food, they have less energy to spend on knocking things over. Try to rotate their toys frequently so that they always have something new and exciting to explore. A cat that is physically tired and mentally satisfied is much less likely to be a destructive menace. You can also try to make the surface less appealing to them by using double-sided tape, though gently. Most importantly, avoid the temptation to react loudly when they knock something over in front of you. If they want attention, a loud reaction from you actually reinforces the behavior as a successful strategy. Instead, try to remain calm and redirect their focus toward a toy that is meant to be pushed. Give them a ping pong ball or a soft mouse and praise them when they play with that. Reinforce the good behavior, and they will slowly start to prefer the toy over your expensive phone. It is also worth checking if your cat has enough vertical space, like cat trees or wall shelves. When a cat has their own dedicated furniture, they are less likely to claim your tables as theirs. Sometimes they push items off because they want to feel in control of their environment and territory. A secure and enriched environment makes for a much happier cat who has no need for defiance. Remember that your cat is not trying to be malicious. They are simply acting on their natural instincts. Every action they take, no matter how annoying, is a glimpse into their beautiful and mysterious wild soul. Embracing their nature is the first step toward building a deeper, more understanding bond with your pet. So, the next time your cat looks you in the eye and nudges a pen off the table, take a deep breath, laugh a little, and recognize that they are just being the hunter they were born to be. It is a quirky, funny part of living with a feline that we all eventually learn to navigate together. Keep your fragile items in drawers and leave a few cat-safe toys out for their late-night adventures. You will find that life becomes a lot more harmonious when you stop fighting their natural playful spirit. Cats are constant observers, and they pay attention to the way things fall and how they hit surfaces. They are literally studying physics, testing gravity, and learning about the world with every single successful toss. It is truly remarkable to see how much they can learn about an object by its weight and sound. Some cats even seem to appreciate the reaction of the human who runs to pick up the item. It is like a game of fetch, except you are the one doing all the walking and the retrieving. Your cat is the director of this little game, and you are their eager and very busy assistant. If you find yourself constantly picking things up, try placing breakables in baskets or higher, closed-off cabinets. This simple change can save your home decor and prevent your cat from getting into trouble for nothing. The bond between a human and a cat is built on these small, often humorous daily interactions together. Each knock, each purr, and each jump is a story being written in your shared home together. They are not just pets, they are family members who bring joy and chaos in equal, wonderful measures. Perhaps we should look at these moments not as interruptions, but as reminders of their vibrant, active life. It shows they are healthy, curious, and comfortable enough to express their personalities in front of you. A timid cat might never dare to knock anything over. A confident one claims the room as theirs. Cherish the fact that your cat feels secure enough to play, explore, and interact with the world around them. Even if that interaction involves your keys landing on the hardwood floor with a very loud, startling bang. Life with a cat is never boring, and that is exactly why we love them so much, isn't it? They bring a touch of the wild into our homes and remind us to stay curious every single day. So the mystery of why cats knock things off tables is not about spite or a mean temper. It is about curiosity, hunting practice, communication, and a desperate need for a little bit of fun interaction. Next time you see your cat eyeing that cup, just remember they are just being a tiny little predator. Keep the fragile things safe, give them a toy, and enjoy the show that your feline friend provides. Understanding the why behind the behavior transforms frustration into a moment of connection with your amazing pet cat. They are truly complex, fascinating creatures that deserve our patience and love as we navigate our lives together. May your tables be secure and your home full of joy as you learn more about your cat. Every cat has a unique story, and their habits are just chapters in the book of your friendship. Sometimes they push things off just to hear the sound, acting like a tiny scientist testing out acoustics. Other times, they might be marking their territory, telling the world that this table belongs to them now. It is funny to think that we share our lives with miniature tigers who still have the jungle inside. They watch, they wait, and then they strike, not at prey, but at your favorite mug or a pen. It is a harmless bit of mayhem that keeps us on our toes and adds humor to our day. Have you ever tried giving them a dedicated space where they are allowed to push things off safely? It might save your valuables while still allowing them to satisfy that deep, internal urge to knock things. A large cardboard box with soft items inside could be the perfect playground for their little pouncing sessions. Always ensure that the items you leave around are not toxic or sharp if they happen to fall. Cat-proofing is just as important as child-proofing when you have a curious, active feline roaming your busy home. Small objects that can be swallowed are the most dangerous and should always be kept well out reach. Keep rubber bands, paper clips, and small buttons in drawers so your cat cannot accidentally turn them into snacks. Safety is the first priority, but fun and stimulation come in a very close second for happy cats. By managing the environment, you remove the source of the conflict and let the cat be a cat. They will appreciate the freedom to explore safely, and you will appreciate not having to clean up messes. It is a win-win situation that fosters a better and more loving relationship for both you and them. Sometimes your cat just wants to be noticed because they missed you while you were at your work. That is why they often start their little antics the moment you walk through the door at night. It is a greeting, albeit a very strange and loud one, saying that they are happy you are home. Take a moment to acknowledge them, give them a scratch, and tell them you are happy to see them. Often, that bit of affection is all they really wanted, and the knocking will cease for the evening. They are masters of emotional manipulation, but it is done out of love and a desire for companionship. We often forget that cats are highly social animals that thrive on the presence of their favorite people. They may seem independent, but they truly care about your mood, your presence, and your daily routine habits. When you are stressed, they might act out, sensing your energy and trying to intervene in their way. It is almost as if they are trying to break you out of your serious, busy, grown-up life mode. They want you to stop working, stop worrying, and sit on the couch with them for a while. So maybe they are actually trying to help us slow down and enjoy the present moment with them. In their eyes, the best place for that expensive paperweight is on the floor, not on the desk. And maybe, in a way, they are absolutely right that it is just a distraction from important things. Like petting them, playing with them, or simply watching them nap in a sunbeam on the carpet. They have a funny way of teaching us what really matters in life, one fallen object at a time. We should be grateful for these tiny teachers who keep us grounded in the here and the now. Their lives are short, and every moment of play is a precious gift that they choose to share. So, do not be too harsh when you see them hovering a paw over your favorite ceramic mug. Just gently move it, smile at their persistence, and remember that they do it because they love you. They are the rulers of our homes, and we are just lucky enough to be their willing human servants. We hope this deep dive into feline behavior has helped you understand your own cat much better today. You are now equipped with the knowledge to manage their instincts while keeping your home and decor safe. Keep observing them, because there is always something new to learn about their complex, fascinating little minds. They will continue to surprise you with their agility, their intelligence, and their endless need for pure adventure. Make sure to share these tips with other cat lovers who are struggling with their own little furry rebels. Everyone deserves to understand the why behind the antics so they can stop being angry and start laughing. Life is better when we understand our pets, and cats are definitely worth the time it takes learning. We are dedicated to bringing you more insights into the wonderful, mysterious world of our feline family friends. Stay tuned for more content that celebrates the bond between humans and their amazing animal companions everywhere today. We hope you and your cat have a wonderful, playful, and hopefully mess-free evening at home together now. Give your cat a little treat for being the curious, wild, and wonderful creature that they truly are today. They are the best parts of our homes, even if they occasionally cause a little bit of minor trouble. Keep loving them, keep playing with them, and keep appreciating every single moment you have with them now. That is the true secret to a happy life with a cat: acceptance, love, and plenty of patience. They may be small, but they hold a huge place in our hearts and our daily lives forever. Thank you for joining us on this journey to understand the fascinating mind of the domestic house cat. It has been a pleasure exploring this quirk with you and shedding some light on the behavior today. We look forward to seeing you again for more stories, tips, and insights about our beloved feline friends. Until then, keep an eye on your tables, keep your valuables safe, and keep enjoying your time together. You and your cat have a special bond that is worth more than any breakable item ever could be. Goodbye for now, and may your cat always be the source of joy, laughter, and light in your home.